Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And this offense is so difficult to stop, especially in this area of the field, because of this QB's running ability, whether it's between the tackles or on the perimeter, on designed QB runs. They show it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Hines. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting. Let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space, so I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Third down coming after the incompletion. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball. Get his hand up and get the tip, get the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Now on the move.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Got enough space, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Jamison. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He finds his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Using his feet. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense getting set for first down. On the ground, it's Hines. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And this will be caught at the 30. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Randolph. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Miami 21, North Carolina 7.
The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second one.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This time it's complete. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. First down for this offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Riggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Syracuse. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Motion from the offense. Off play action. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. Where the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now on second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run.
The ball carried by our receiver. It's third down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jamison. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Tackle on the play at the 26-yard line. Brings up second down.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
North Carolina, 14.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
Miami, 28. North Carolina, 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
To the ground with the back. At the 45 on his way. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick pass on the fly motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
It's a reverse. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, on that 3rd down, they decided to dial up the jet sweep, see if they could get to the outside. Weren't able to do it, though, and now the head coach has a decision to make on 4th.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Tar Heels will keep this drive going.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward.
Going deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds, we're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Hurricane. And the punishment has been extended.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 18 over UCLA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just Balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Now, a 4th down.
The Canes looking to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Snap it to the back. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins...
Another presentation of EA Sports College Football.